Hello and welcome to my first ever group hardcore Ironman series. Today and for the rest of the series I'll be teaming up with my boy Bake to bring you as much duos focused content as we can. He will also be documenting his own series and his channel link will be in the description below. For the start of the first few episodes we'll be following an optimal Ironman guide so we can rush questing and Barrows gloves as soon as possible. With that said, let's continue with the video. Alright boys, here we are, Lumbridge Castle, time to start the new hardcore Ironman series. So I'm going to be following an optimal quest guide. The first thing I'm going to go do is go start the Restless Ghost by speaking with Father Eric. And then once that's completed, I'll go and start X Marks the Spot by speaking to Veos in the Sheared Ram Pub. We're going to go ahead and run into the castle and pick up all of the items that spawn inside. The knife, bowl, pot, jug, and in the cellar we'll go get some boots and some cabbage. We're going to cap that off with talking to Duke Horatio on the first floor to start Rune Mysteries. And from there we'll head to the bank and we'll start to collect as many logs as possible. We got to get to 15 fire making and about 5 fletching. We'll need 5 thieving and 200 coins to get our first axe. So I'm not going to bore you with the details. We'll be back once some of this is all completed. Alright, so like any Ironman, we started at the top of Lumbridge Castle. I've picked up about 60 logs so far. I need 160 in total before we can continue. So I'll see you back when that's done. Alright, we just got our first random event on the account, so I'm going to go ahead and put that towards agility. We're just about to be 11 fire making, so that means we're almost done doing the fire making grind, and that way we can get on to the next part of the video. Alright boys, here it is. We're about to get 15 fire making. I'm going to go ahead and get the 5 fletching now. So I'm going to go to the bank, we're going to put everything in there. We're going to take out the logs and we're going to start fletching arrow shafts to get to 5 fletching. Alright, so at this point we've gone ahead and skipped over the 5 thieving. I bought the steel axe and now we're going to continue the X Marks the Spot quest. After this, I'm going to go ahead and kill a rat for its meat so that we can get all the stuff required for Druidic Ritual. And we'll be back once we kill this rat. Man, I didn't realize how hard this was going to be as a level 3, but this rat almost killed me. Sit, bitch! Alright, so we're going to pick up the meat and we're going to put it in the bank because we're going to need that later for Druidic Ritual. So I went ahead and just ran over to the Lumbridge Swamp to speak to Father Ernie. He's going to go ahead and give me a Ghost Speak Amulet, which we'll use to complete the Restless Ghost quest among many other quests later on. So this is definitely important to get done as soon as possible. We got the Ghost Speak Amulet. We're going to go ahead and run to the Wizard's Tower and give our Air Talisman to Cedrador in the basement, and he'll give us a research package. From here, we're going to go ahead and run towards Drainer Village. We'll dig up the next clue for X Marks the Spot. We'll grab 2 cheeses from Aggie's house, and we'll go to the Pigpen and Drainer Market and dig up the Ancient Casket, which we'll use to complete X Marks the Spot. Alright boys, that's X Marks the Spot completed. We're going to go ahead west towards the Hobgoblin Peninsula and we'll grab some Snape Grass. And then we'll run over to Falador Castle to start the Night Sword quest by speaking to the Squire. Alright, so as you can see, we did skip a few parts. I went ahead and got the Clue Hunter Cloak and I'm met up with Bake. We're going to go ahead and start the Monk's Friends quest so we can skip to 13 woodcutting. And then I missed a video capture, but this is the completion of Monk's Friends quest. At the completion of the video, we'll automatically get 17 wood cutting, and from here we're going to go ahead and chop the oak trees outside of the monastery until we get to 30 fire making. The goal is to try to get to Wintertodt as soon as possible. Alright, and here is 30 fire making. We're going to go ahead and head over to Ardoin to start stealing cake from the cake stalls. Alright, good morning everyone. We're here at Ardoin collecting cakes for Wintertodt until around 20 thieving. Then we're going to go ahead and start thieving silk for some early cash that we'll be using on runes and our first fire staff of the account. Alright, so once you've collected about 200 silk, you're going to go ahead and negotiate 120 coins. He'll end up giving you 60, and from there you'll make about 1680 every inventory. You're going to do this until about 20 to 25k. Alright, and there is 30 thieving. We now have about 25k, and we're going to go ahead and finish the sea slug quest to get 24 fishing. So I didn't get it on video, but I did also complete the sheep herder quest, and I prayed at the altar as part of the Artie diary. And now we're going to go ahead and start the sea slug quest so we can get 24 fishing as soon as possible and skip over all those low levels. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to Caroline and finish up this quest. And there is 7,000 fishing XP, which will get us to 24 fishing. Alright, so from Sea Slug Quest, we went ahead and bought a house in Varrock. We dug up another Clue Hunter outfit. I had bought the Greenman's Ale from Rosalo, which will be needed for the Bar Crawl mini quest. And now we're here at Barbarian Assault to collect about 130 planks for 20 construction. Alright, so I did get a few more planks than I needed. I grabbed about 178. I'll be sharing some of those with Bake. Alright, so from here we'll go ahead and start the Waterfall Quest. We'll continue until the part that forces us to go to the Gnome Maze. We'll travel to the Gnome Stronghold and buy a drink from Blurberry for the bar crawl, as well as some additional items that'll be needed for some quests moving forward. Alright, so we made it to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. I went ahead and bought 1,000 brawn arrow tips for some fletching and range training. I also picked up 1 cocktail shaker, 1 cocktail glass, 1 dwellberry, 1 pineapple, 1 orange, 1 bucket of milk, 2 lemons, and 1 chocolate dust from Heckle Funch to complete Plague City quest here in just a minute. So from here we'll go ahead and talk to Edmund to start Plague City quest. Unfortunately from here a few clips were corrupted, but we did manage to complete Plague City, Daddy's Home, and we finished up about 50 fire making, as well as 15 fletching and 20 construction. So we are now ready for Wintertodt. And now the grind begins. So I think I'll go ahead and call it for episode 1. I do appreciate you guys for watching. If you did like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back in about a week to 2 weeks for another video. Thanks and have a good one.